Welcome to the Ring Talk podcast. This is something that we've actually been wanting to do since probably January, and honestly, just haven't had the time to sit down and do it the right way, if you will. Our whole thinking and goal behind this has been done in maybe other industries. And actually, we would like to bring it and start utilizing a tool of coming to you live every week, telling just a little bit about what we have planned for that week, the current events that we're going to, different sales. Our hope is to be able to get sale managers, consigners, breeders, if you will, guys that we're working with in the next upcoming weeks to get on, tell about their stock that they're offering, and just give a different perspective or maybe a little bit more of a marketing tool for them to use for us to help promote our customers. Our goal with this, like I said, is coming to you live every week with maybe a little something. And with that, we're going to kind of use this to promote maybe past sales that we've done. Just like this last weekend, we got done doing Heimer Hampshire's built the brand sale, a tremendous sale, offered 120 bread gilts, open gilts, open sows, and bred sows. Just a tremendous sale there. And then last Tuesday actually was Hilty's First Class Female Edition 2 sale. Another phenomenal sale. We've been on the road hot and heavy this spring with bred sow sales, baby pig sales, and everything. So far, just kind of give you a little update where we are on the year. We've done 54 sales so far this year. There's been 3,887 lots been offered. We've actually been able to sell 34% of those on CCI.live. That'd be 1,340 actual lots. Of the 34%, that's been just over $5 million. It's been sold online. CCI gavels down the best. Quite frankly, we are so pumped up about our partnership with CCI and how we can provide online bidding through CCI to so many consumers and bidders and buyers across the United States. And we're going into our fifth year here. Working with them, and our bond has been stronger than ever, and we're continuing to provide the same great service. Today, in the first podcast, we're going to actually have the opportunity to talk with Mr. Kevin Mock. Kevin Mock is the owner and operator there of Mock Livestock Sales. This week, we'll be headed down to San Angelo, Texas, where we'll be doing online bidding. We'll be doing a preview on Friday for the Friday Night Fever goat sale. So with that, I think we're going to join Mock into the Zoom. Well, as we said earlier in the podcast, a big portion of this was going to be us reaching out to consigners, sell managers, and breeders that we're going to be working with in the future. And I'd said that in January we wanted to do this, and to be honest with you, we just couldn't pinpoint a time and place to start. And I thought that there would be no better event to start highlighting and be the first one than the Friday Night Fever goat sale. And with that being said, I'm sure you can see on the camera now that we have Kevin Mock and Zach Howe joining us here. And Kevin, I'm going to kind of turn it over to you and just kind of let you talk a little bit about the Friday Night Fever and kind of how it got started and how you've got to where you are today.
Friday Night Fever is our main event, one of three that we manage through Mock Livestock Sales, and that being Friday Night Fever every June. We do the Midwest Fever in conjunction with Sweethearts there in February in Lebanon, Indiana. And then we're having the symposium for the first time this year, which will take place of the Friday Night Fiesta, Labor Day weekend at the Omni in Fort Worth. Fever is our main weather sale of the year. It's growing. I don't know, Megan and I were talking, and I don't my Facebook, as bad as that sounds, how you track your life and what you do. But my Facebook doesn't go back that far. So this is either the 10th or the 11th year that we've had Friday Night Fever. It started in El Dorado, and it's moved to San Angelo there a couple of years after that. We've been here at the San Angelo Livestock Show grounds now for 8 or 9 years, and this thing has just continued to grow. It's amazing the amount of success that our consigners and customers, families are be able to have out of it.
Yeah, that's very good. I think I've been able to participate with Kennedy Ventures for the last 4 years there, in providing the online bidding. So that's been something that, to be honest with you, we don't get to do very many goat sales, and so we always look forward to coming to San Angelo there. Um, if you don't follow Kevin on Facebook, or you don't follow along with his mock livestock sales, you should, because it's very cool to be able to see his tour that he goes on prior to the Friday Night Fever. He actually gets to travel around and get to see a high percentage of the goats and sheep that are actually coming to the event. Kevin, why don't you kind of tell us and just about your tour, kind of what you've seen that's coming to the event this year?
Yeah, so we started there a couple of weeks ago, and I think we're just shy of 5,000 miles on the tour here so far, and have been to about 90% of the. We've seen about 90% of the animals that are going to come, which is something we do. I'm pretty stickler on what gets to come here. It's an invitation only sale, and quite frankly, the guys have to bring their best ones to come, and so we enjoy the relationships with the breeders that we get to make around the country, and that's one of the highlights of my year, getting to do that. Not only the stock, it's evolved into good biscuits and fried fish, and the memories we get to make and the fun times we get to have with consigners who have turned to friends as well. So, man, it looks like an awesome offering. Last year we sold 23 major show banner uh, winners out of the sale, and those that sold here and then started showing, in the fall majors and showed on through the spring majors in the Southwest. And how we surpass that or eclipse that, man, that's a pretty big milestone to overpass. But I will tell you that the stock looks exceptionally well. Talking a little bit about stock from a year ago to now, I'd say there's a lot of them. They're a little as a whole, a little better bodied, a little better structured, have a little more density probably to them. And I say that in a good way. I think that's industry wide, but man, they look great. We've got a set of weathers coming that are just insanely good. There's a few of those things are going to be offered with the double down buck option. I believe Stork has one of those. You'll like this. You'll like this, Blake. Trent and Emma Kemper are actually selling a full sib intact to Cinderella Man, which we sold those Cindy's at Midwest Fever, and they've averaged, I don't know, they averaged over 30,000. They're going to sell. He's just Keep the Faith son. They're going to sell actually a full sib to Cinderella Man. I'm not real happy about that one selling with buck option, because Cinderella Man is on there with the Hoffman brothers and KM Sires, and he's healthy, makes good semen, and then a Timeless is a half brother to him that KM Sires has now. And the doe there at Trenton Emma's is still very productive. I want that thing shown, but I got a feeling that that's not going to be a possibility after Friday night. I would expect he's too exceptional. There's a few more of those things going to sell with option. Zach, you want to tell us a little bit about your sheep you got coming?
Yeah, so Kevin came to me with bringing sheep onto the sale, and I knew right away with that we needed to mock the realm of things of bring your best, invite only. So with that being said, I went through and handpicked breeders across the country that have continuously pushed out success, champions in the ring, and got with them and talked to them about, hey, let's bring your best down here again, and let's mock the goat side. So I'm excited about the dozen sheep we got here. Each breeder's bringing one head, and I wanted that to be part of the sale just because they can bring their top notch, and that's what we expect here at this sale. And I think it helps push the sale in the positive direction.
Looking back on the Facebook page, this isn't the first year that you're actually selling sheep. You had a handful last year. Tell us about those couple winners that you had last year coming out of the sheep division.
Last year there was two major show banner winners. Four sheep sold, and two major sale banners. One was the champion hair sheep at the Ohio State Fair, and the other one ended up to be champion final crossed at Houston just back in March. I know those guys that brought those are bringing ones again that are the same quality or even better. Like Kevin said, they're denser, better body shape, better muscle, better presentation across the board. Really excited about what's coming to the sale Friday.
I think this will be the 4th year we've sold sheep. So the last 3 consecutive years, I don't think we've sold 10 sheep total, and we've had a major show banner winner out of each year. So I know Kelly's there a couple of years ago, sold the champion or the reserve champion at Austin Hair Sheep. And then we had one other the first year from Jade. So it's been a good round of sheep. It's a GOAT event, obviously, but we're glad to welcome some sheep in here. Braxton's sitting over here helping us set up today. You know, he shows sheep, not goats, and it was important to him that we added some sheep to the sale. You know, that's his buddies and that's his life, so that's what he's wanted to do. And so we're glad to be able to bring some of those on.
Well, that's very good. You know, I think that there's a lot of people that might have questions regarding kind of the schedule of events. Kevin, would you like to kind of let us in and fill us in on the schedule that we can see Friday?
Yep, we'll do at 1:30. We'll have our virtual preview there, hosted through you guys at Kennedy Ventures, and that'll stream, I believe, you correct me if I'm wrong, Blake, but that'll stream on your YouTube channel, on the KV page, on the Kennedy Ventures Facebook page, and on the Mock Livestock Sales Facebook page is where the virtual preview, and that is we will preview those things in consignor order, and we'll run each consignor's lots across the stage. That we'll have some really good commentary. We'll bring in some speakers there to cuss and discuss those things with the audience virtually. We ask that people don't attend that because, you know, we're still kind of getting everything set up. Actually, at that point, the sale order won't be completed yet either. But we will have tag numbers that we'll preview those things by. We'll shortly after there upload that to CCI so people can reference in the tag numbers that we went through on the virtual preview. This year we're serving ribeyes and New York strips. We will serve the first round of ribeyes and New York strips at 5 o'clock when we start our live viewing and preview and hospitality for all ages. And then we'll have another round of steaks ready at 6. About 7, we'll start our recognition of champions from last year, give all those kiddos their awards banners. And then shortly after there, the goal is to start the live sale at 7:07.
So with that, I think that's kind of everything that I have on my sheet here. Is there anything that you guys would like to add to this or talk about?
Yeah, I need to thank the companies that help us for sure. Showright Feeds has been a big partner of ours for several years, as well as D&D Trailer Sales there in Texas. Matt and Keith and Chase and all those guys down there are just awesome to work with. So they'll all be here. We'll have a Showright will be here. I think the Big Indian will be here tomorrow or Friday night to discuss feeds. Matt will be here from D&D to discuss trailer needs. Help you get that custom rig designed. Austin and Dylan Voiles with the Purple Circle and Premier Initiative are a big part of our sales. They'll have their stuff set up here as well as helping. Zach, you know, obviously helping us with the sheep. Ringmen will be Brandon Biggs and Kent Jakey. So I think they'll catch your bid if you flag at them big enough. And then Went is going to be on the block, and you know, I don't think there's anybody better, just to be honest with you. So I think everybody will be in good hands.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the only thing that I want to ask there is you know, sitting behind you is a great banner, and the symposium. I know that there's several people out there that might not know what that is. I know we're talking about Friday Night Fever here, but you're sitting in front of the banner. Is there any way that you could kind of just tease us a little bit on what the symposium is going to be?
Man, that deal's I think we're going to stretch the minds and stretch the limits of the livestock world, for sure, the goat people, because they seem to have blinders on sometimes and be a little old-fashioned, closed-minded, if you will. But Jason Spence and I started the Friday Night Fiesta 10 years ago as our production sale, and we started it based around selling virgin, ready to flush yearling donors. And it grew from there to some genetic opportunities, and to try to remain on the forefront of the industry. It's important, I think, that we continue to push things and set the pace, quite frankly. And so the symposium will take the place of Friday Night Fiesta. It will be Saturday this year, September 2nd, since there's no pig sales that weekend, Blake. It'll be Saturday, September 2nd at the Omni Hotel in Fort Worth. We were really going to focus on genetic opportunities, investment opportunities, such as embryos, semen, opportunities to flush donors, choice lots, as well as, what we've built that program around, which is the virgin yearling flush donors, that have been so successful for so many programs. It's neat to see here on Friday night at the weather sale, how many of these things, and then how many of those that have won are out of donors that were purchased at the Fiesta, which is now the symposium. So make sure you follow that page, the Symposium Genetic Opportunity on Facebook, because man, I'm telling you, as soon as we slap the gavel Friday night here, we're getting to work on that one. It'll be a full educational event as well. We're going to broadcast the whole thing, simulcast the whole thing. We'll start the morning with a educational symposium, and we'll cover topics like business, goal setting, taxes, finance, repro, nutrition, marketing, and then we'll break there after lunch, and we'll come back that evening for a sports coat event with steak dinner again at the Omni, and have a live auction with again virtual simulcast bidding opportunities as well. So
sounds really good. And that's something too that you talk about the financial side and all those things. Guys, this isn't just for the goat industry. This can be used across all industries. If I'm thinking right and listening to everything that's come together, I know I'm excited about it. I know that the word has kind of been, me and Kevin's been talking about it for quite some time here, and as we get closer to September, I get more excited every time I think about it, because it is always good to step outside the box and try something new. And I think that this firm has done a great job of doing that. And Mock Livestock Sales has some big things coming in the future as well, not just with this event either. So with that, I think that it's time for you to get back to work and for Nate to go get lunch. So I think we're going to kind of hop off here and wrap this up. And with that, we'll see you this weekend.
We'll see you guys. Thank you, Blake.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Kevin, for joining us there and talking to us. I know you got a very busy day and very busy week right now. So, I think kind of closing this up, there's so many people that ask us, hey, how do we get on your calendar? What's a quote? How do we get a hold of you? The best thing to do is just reach out to us via text or email. Nate will put some numbers up here on the screen in just a minute where you can see, and just reach out to us. We're booking sales very, very quickly this fall. Actually, hope that we can post our fall schedule on Facebook here this weekend. We've got just a few sales that we're waiting to add, but I would say that, we do have availability. We are very blessed here at Kennedy Ventures to have a great set of people that work with us and that can go and do sales. It's trusted by several all over the country. And we can now help you from the East Coast to the West Coast. I know last fall and maybe falls before, we were really just kind of concentrating on Oklahoma and Texas. But yet, as we continue to grow, we've added staff in the East and in the West. And so you'll see us this fall actually participating all over the United States, which we're very thankful for. So with that, this is kind of what you can grow to expect. We're going to come to you, like I said earlier in the podcast, we're going to come to you live every week, share little details about what we going on. Some weeks might be longer than others. This weekend, we only have one sale, but the weekends that we have 2 or 3 sales coming, you can expect more people. Next week, we'll come to you live. It'll be actually with a Kennedy Ventures industry friend that we have, D&D Trailers, Matt Murdoch. So be looking forward to that. That'll drop next Tuesday. And then hopefully we'll be at the expo next week. So we'll catch a few people that we can talk to next week at the expo. So just really thrilled about the opportunities that this has. I think this is kind of all I have for today. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and look forward to talking to you in the upcoming future. Thanks.